Do I still have... Let me see if I still have. If I don't, it's not a big deal. Well, I have that. I don't want to do that, though. Well, then what can I do? What do I have set up that I can... I guess I could do that. Alright, while I eat food, I'm gonna do something a bit different. And by a bit different, I mean... I'm gonna put something else on while I eat food. Oh, I don't have my controller plugged in. I don't know how this is gonna work. Hold on. Ow. This might not work.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is proof anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
Why am I so bad? There we go.
Ready, camera 5, camera 7, tilt up. Ready, gold green, stand by the lights, camera 6.
Ow! So, while I'm eating food, I guess I'm just gonna put on a fucking Royal Rumble. Hold on, let me update things. Let me just make sure everything's updated appropriately. Alright. Probably gonna have to turn this game down. In fact, I'm just gonna preemptively do that. Where's my thing? Alright, it's food break time. Oh, God. Alright. Deadass. There was one moment, that part of me that went, this is normal Smackdown 2, right? This isn't the cursed version I made like a while ago. Seems like we're normal.
Oh, you didn't know?
Actually, I'd probably skip past these. Because the full screen FFVs are probably going to clap the bomb. Even for how low quality they are. I could probably set that up again one of these days. See if I can find where I have that stowed away. That is still really loud. There we go. That's a bit more manageable. surprised Crash and Hardcore Holly were wearing different gear in this game. Like, it makes sense. Crash was on his hardcore title run, but I just wasn't ready for it. Oh god, I forgot they didn't always bounce off the ropes in the Royal Rumble. Sometimes they just get caught up on the ropes. I forget that this game renders weird. So there's like a black box outlining the whole thing. It's Jacqueline. Bro, Christian is clearing house. Wow. Meh. Excuse me. Damn, I fear it does not, that I do not have that cursed Smackdown file anymore. That's a shame. Pinning her husband. All of Kane's exes. True. We can always recurse it. I just have to remember how to do it. And the forums that I used to go to for all that advice were just erased, destroyed. Because everyone thinks they can just move shit to Discord. And it's very annoying. Expression now is Kane's new partner in life. You know what? They deserve each other. Yeah, I'm like, no, yeah, that tracks. That's about right. Val was the person that red-pilled Kane. There's something about really just how stupid wrestlers are. When you can take a man like Val Venus seriously. Taking pills from Val Venus is asking for trouble. Is it weird that I really liked Mark Henry's, you know, like, chocolate rip-off gear? I thought it was really cool. That tracks for Raibuka. God, after what I did to Rikishi in Curse Smackdown 2, looking at normal Rikishi in this game feels wrong. He does look malnourished here. Like, it just looks wrong.
What does everybody want?
Hit detection in this game's a fucking wonder. Like, every time I see something happen in this game, I'm like, why did that hit? Why did that work? You know, it's crazy to me that even for how, like, it makes me just sad that wrestling themes don't get this kind of production anymore. Like, this still isn't, like, the highest grade quality production, but there's, like, effort put into it, you know? the slightest bit of thought was put into it to make it sound like a song. Even songs that they would license, they would put in the effort to edit to make it fit better as an entrance theme. They didn't usually just slap it in there. Oh shit, Final 3. Man, imagine in fucking 2000, Eddie Guerrero, Al Snow, or Jeff Hardy winning the Royal Rumble. Insane behavior. Especially doing it on Raw. Al Snow versus The Rock at WrestleMania Exit. Never mind. Actually, this would be WrestleMania 2000. Even worse. Shout out to the Test This sign. It's a very goated sign. Jeff Hardy has found his move and he will spam it. Oh. Damn. Tesla's tattoo right above the crook of my elbow for blood tests. That's a good bit, good bit. Man. Are you sure? I'm never sure, hon. Where's my controller? I'm not done eating yet, so let's do. I don't know what's funny. I'll have a ladder match. Why not? Gangrel and the cut screen on my TV every time my mom walked in on me playing this was the Trish one. Oh no! Steve Blackman. Why not? Exactly. This match either goes on for 30 minutes or 5 seconds. There's no in between. Alright, I'm gonna grab more food. I'll be right back. Return. I remember my dad walked in during the hot lesbian action segment on kneecap on the bottom line. No. I feel like the early Smackdown games were so much more fighting games than they were actually, like, wrestling games, you know? Like, I feel like they don't become proper wrestling games until around, like, Here Comes the Pain. Damn. Yeah, exactly. Very hitbox or box heavy. They played like Tekken 1, pretty much. Just with shittier movement. Well, I guess faster movement. Damn. Yeah, now they're like half both. I think Here Comes the Pain is probably the best mixture. Probably the closest they got to like 50-50 in a hard spot for it. Oh yeah, it's such a hard thing to do. Because you can go for like pure simulation, but that isn't normally going to make the game fun to play. Like, if you're going to go on the pure simulation front of calling spots in a match, trying to just do wrestling moves and recreate TV, you can do that. But I feel like what people are most interested in is just recreating certain things, but still having the freedom to create stuff yourself. And these games have always struggled with an identity to find that. Your improvements name made, I love it. I'd say that'd be perfect for you. Unfortunately, there was a point of collapse after 2K20, and then they just went in a completely different direction. That's the thing, Raibuka, is that I feel like recreating spots never feels natural. My biggest example is like in, I think it's 2K14, where they introduce like the OMG moments, where you can do like the suplex to the outside, the spear to the barricade. And like the computer will always just try to go do those because it's programmed to show off the thing that this game was made for. And it just always felt so artificial. The only time it feels any sort of natural is if you're doing it against another player. But you still have to usually, like, set that spot up. Like, it's just... Yeah, exactly. Every match the ring explodes. Like, it's just... It takes out all of the randomness of it. Hey, 5 minutes. Good job, you two. So the fucking switchboard of 2K18 and it shows that it's so crazy to me that in that time off they just kept trying to just make that port work. Like, at what point do you just stop making a game and hit the reset button? I get that AEW Fight Forever kind of showed you can't really sustain a game that's... You put one out and then update it with wrestlers later. I would also say that's because they made a dog shit game and it didn't have a chance at really getting anywhere because whether Ukes was not up to the task of making the game they were asking for, or if they just didn't have time, despite the fact that I think the game got delayed multiple times. Exactly, they stunt casted it. It was just... It wasn't great. Alrighty. I think I'm done munching. As I munch some more. I'm gonna get some water, and let's swing back to Skies of Arcadia. Alright, I'll be right back. This back in. Chat room, you might hear a beep. Don't be worried. It's probably fine. There we go. Alright. I've returned fully. We got... Did I not bring my water over here? No, I did. Here it is. That would have been very sad if I just... Ow! Fuck. Dropped my Dreamcast controller. Chat room, I'm struggling.